Well, hello, BC. Happy BC Day weekend here in Canada. So, I was rearranging my room today and pulling out some records, making some space in the cabinet. And I was pulling out all my greatest hits albums, and I noticed I think I had 70 greatest hits compilations. I might have even missed a couple. And, I got all the regulars: the Stones, The Who, Beatles, the Red and Blue album, Billy Joel, Elton John, all the classic ones that you'd normally have. And I was beginning to think, maybe is there something a bit more obscure in greatest hits, which sounds like a bit of an oxymoron because obviously you have to have a hit to have a greatest hits package. But, like sometimes there's artists that we don't know a lot about, so we get the greatest hits, or they're just a favorite artist that, is maybe not as mainstream as some of the others. So you would have their greatest hits for that too. So I found 10 here that I think are a little bit different, a little bit more obscure. And, see what you guys think. And if you have a 10 yourself that maybe just aren't run-of-the-mill greatest hits albums. I know some of the purists out there don't like the greatest hits because, they feel like they're cheating on an album. And certainly sometimes greatest hits don't work. I know there's a couple of Pink Floyd albums. I don't think Pink Floyd particularly works well in a greatest hits format because every album is such a story, such a concept. It kind of ruins it, if you're just trying to make them like hit singles. So, again, tell me if you guys agree or disagree. But yeah, that would be one example for me of a band that it doesn't work, Same even with the Beatles. I some of the sides I like. Side 4 of the Red album, the first one, is my favorite, I believe. There again, you couldn't chop up Abbey Road, side 2. It wouldn't be good in a greatest hits. So anyway, we'll leave that at that. So here's 10 albums that I've got that are, as I say, a little bit more obscure. Some of my favorites that are like favorite artists, and it's just a good way to, to listen to all of them. And some of them are a little bit hard to get. So, I'm getting low power. Okay, here we go. The story of The Clash. The Clash. This is a double album. This is a UK original pressing. I got this in London. And, one of my favorite all-time bands. This is 4 sides of all the hits. Just a terrific album. I had this in my car on CD for like a year straight. And just fantastic. So The Clash, the story of The Clash. Very iconic. Another Brit, Mr. Costello, Elvis Costello. This is the best of Elvis Costello and the Attractions. This is a great album. I mean, Elvis has so many great songs, but if you want them all just boom, 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 there's not a bad song on this album. You can just blast through these 2 sides, and very nostalgic. Love that front cover. Next we have The Cure, Standing on the Beach. This is one of those albums that I managed to save from my childhood. So this is an original pressing that I've had since I bought it in the store. Again, this doesn't have this is their first go around at a greatest hits. So this is before, say, Friday I'm in Love is not on here as an example. But it has, the In Between Days, Love Cats, Caterpillar, Close to Me, Boys Don't Cry. So lots of great ones. Love that album cover. Always wondered who that guy was. And next we have a little bit of punk. Dead Kennedys' greatest hits. Great way to experience all the Dead Kennedys albums. All their best songs. This is just, for me, this is something I would just play on maybe a Saturday night just to get warmed up. A little bit of Dead Kennedys. It's a good one. Another good one, The Pretenders, the singles. I had this on CD. I played it nonstop. My wife also really loves this album. But again, so many great songs on this. Stop Your Sobbin', Kid, Brass and Pocket, Back in the Chain Gang, Middle of the Road, Show Me, Don't Get Me Wrong. Even got I Got You Babe with UB40. So that's a good one. Chrissy Hine. Here we go. Squeeze Singles. Now this is a band that a lot of people in North America might not be familiar with. But this is also so many great songs. I love Black Coffee in Bed. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. Tempted. Annie Get Your Gun. Pulling Muscles from Michelle. Cool for Cats. Take Me, I'm Yours. Tempted. Is really, really good. I got this in the UK as well. This is a London find. And then the Undertones, all wrapped up. I actually got this in Belfast. The Undertones are from Northern Ireland. They're from Derry, actually from Londonderry. But this is a great introduction to them. It's got all their hit songs. And I love the front cover. She's wearing a meat dress. So way before Lady Gaga, right? It's always someone doing it first. Of course, their iconic Teenage Kicks single that Mr. John Peel discovered. That's how they were brought to fame. Another great band out of the UK. This is Ultravox, The Collection. This is Midge Ure, who, you know, a lot of people don't give Midge the respect. He helped organize Live Aid with Bob Geldof. So Ultravox, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, Vienna. Oh, it's on here. The Voice, Reap the Wild Wind, All Stood Still, We Came to Dance. Yeah, just a great album. Again, if you're not familiar with Ultravox, this is a good way to listen to some of their work. And then last but not least, one of my favorite bands, XTC. This is Waxworks. This is their singles and then B-sides. It's like it's a double album. I think they come, yeah, there's two in here. The B-sides and the greatest hits. Generals and Majors, Living Through Another Cuba, Sergeant Rock. Of course, I'm reading the B-sides. Making Plans for Nigel, Senses Working Overtime. In fact, I'm going to put this on right now. I love this album. So, yeah, there you go. So there's 10 greatest hits albums that are a little bit different from the run-of-the-mills. Tell me what you guys think down below. And post me some of your favorite top 10 albums, greatest hits albums. And we'll be in touch. Have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Cheers, guys.